Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first edition of BWN Backpage. My name is Brandon Cash, and I am here to bring you all the latest news, notes, rumors, gossip, etc., from the world of BWN. So, with this very first edition, we're going to go ahead, jump right into things because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. The first thing being the match between Hunter and Masterpiece. Now, Masterpiece comes into this one with an advantage because him and one of his lackeys decided to give Hunter a little pre-match workout, shall we say. Steals this title, comes to the ring, does this whole big song and dance about how great he looks with it, and then gets destroyed. I haven't seen anybody get beat down this bad since Baby Boy took out Evan. The bodyguard tries to help out. Hunter destroys him too. Beats Masterpiece, takes his title back, walks out with his head held high. And last that I heard, Masterpiece was taking a little vacation from BWN to lick his wounds. So, Masterpiece, if you're sitting at home watching this, I just want to say to you that you are one of the biggest bitches I know. That's it. Moving on. Second match we're going to talk about is all personal. Came about when Kid Fresh was retired and Papi lost to Slave Boy. Now, quite honestly, I don't know what you need a slave boy for. You don't like washing your own clothes or cooking your own food or uh, whatever. Either way, Papi goes to the boss man, tells him, hey, you need to find me a new slave boy. Enforcer isn't having any of this whole wacky, subservient person talk or whatever you want to call it, because he's just a little bit sensitive about Hawk calling him Apex's bitch. Quite honestly, though, I agree with Hawk. If you are in BWN for any reason other than to get yourself an Undisputed Championship match, you're somebody else's bitch. There's no two ways around it. There's no going through it. You're a bitch. Regardless, Enforcer challenges Papi to a match, and this is not one of those technical masterpieces where you're going to see a bunch of holds and reversals and whatnot. This is a straight up knockdown, drag out, bare knuckle brawl between two guys that just don't like each other. 4-star match. If you haven't checked it out yet, you need to head over to the website and do so. And since we're talking about Enforcer and Apex and the Undisputed Championship, if you haven't been to our YouTube page, Black Wrestling on YouTube, make sure you go check it out. Bunch of videos over there for you guys to check out, including the one just recently uploaded by our Undisputed Champion Caesar, where he puts the entire BWN on notice that all of the tomfoolery and shenanigans of the past few months is over. All of the evil and injustice in BWN is over. And as long as Caesar sits on top as the undisputed champion, nothing bad is ever going to happen. And everyone is going to have a puppy that they love, and rainbows will fall from the sky, and a bunch of other superhero nonsense. I'll give Caesar his due. A few months ago, I said that he didn't have the experience to come play in the BWN. He proved me wrong, became the undisputed champion, but I still think that he is just a flash in the pan, and that pretty soon Cell is going to come back and take what's rightfully his. The last match of the night that I want to talk to you guys about is a historic match for BWN. Not one, not two, but three championships on the line. It is the straight up wrestling champion Lyon versus the brute force and bodybuilder champion Jugo. And the winner of this match will go down in history forever as the first and potentially only ever BWN Triple Crown champion. Now, I'm not quite sure how Lyon worked his way into this one because Jugo has everything to lose and really nothing to gain with three championships on the line. He's putting up two of his titles against one of Lyon's and Lyon's mouth, basically, because that's what got him this match. You need to head over to the website to watch it. 60 minutes of some of the most amazing wrestling that BWN has ever produced. And it's a match between two men that both have pride and honor on the line. Lyon doesn't want to be considered old and washed up and moldy anymore, and Hugo doesn't want to walk away from a fight that he didn't have to accept with his head held down between his legs and no gold on his waist. Make sure that you head over to the site, blackwrestling.com, check out BWN's first ever Triple Crown Championship match because it's well worth the price of admission. That's it for today. I'm Brandon Cash. Again, bringing you all of this creamy goodness out of the kindness of my heart. So now you're welcome. See you guys next time. And until then, remember, it's not cheating unless you get caught.